Hello guys, welcome back with Wealthy Panda. Today I will be reviewing with you a platform called Groundfloor. Groundfloor is a micro real estate crowdfunding marketplace that enables anyone to invest in the real estate market from as little as $10. Now, unlike any other micro real estate crowdfunding platform, Groundfloor is really focused on short-term investment. So you can have a return on investment as much as 12% return. Usually it's between 6 to 12%. And you can get your return on investment in a very short period, usually between 4 months all the way to 12 months. So as you can see, you are not focused on investment for multi-years. This is something that you invest in today, and hopefully you will get return on investment within the next few months. Now, you probably wonder, how can this even be possible? Well, Groundfloor is focusing on the flip market side of the real estate. We all know that I can buy a house today, fix it up, then put it back in the market, and definitely the value of my house is gonna go way higher. Now, it depends what the way this works is. I'm a small company, or maybe even an individual who know how to fix houses. What I do is I will go to a platform like Groundfloor. I have to find the properties and everything. Once I find it, I get a appraisal for it. I will go to Groundfloor, tell them, look guys, this house, for example, is worth 100K. I can fix it up, and when I'm done, the house will go up to 150K. Now, I need you guys to help me with maybe 100 or 120K, whatever it's gonna really cost in order to do so. The money will be advanced to them by Groundfloor, and then they will take this amount and they will turn it into notes, where me, you, and other investors can actually invest in from as little as $10. So our note, our investment is secured by the actual property. So God forbid something goes wrong, they will end up foreclosing that house and get part of your money or be claimed. Now, this being said, it sounds very promising. Definitely the flip market in the real estate have a lot of merit. But we need to keep in mind, you are investing, there is a risk of also losing money. Not every one of these companies will be able to actually, do the house properly and list it on the time frame they are, putting out there. They also can actually get the house, fix it up, and when they put it in the market, there is not really market for people to buy. People are not interested. So you need to keep all of these stuff in mind as you do this type of investment. Now, overall, I think the platform is great. You are dealing with a lot of companies, so you are not really dealing with Groundfloor itself. You are dealing with all of these small companies that saying, hey, I'm gonna buy this house, and all of the information about each one of these properties available in the Groundfloor. So this is a good thing. As an investor, you have to look between them, decide which one of these investment is best for you. So maybe you want to get 6% return on 4 months over 12 percent return on 6, just because the investment is more promising. Now, I have my own criteria when I do investment around the Groundfloor. I will share this with you, and hopefully if you find it useful, you are welcome to use it. Now, before I jump into the platform, I also want to touch on one important thing, a partnership that took place recently with Groundfloor. So Groundfloor actually trying to reduce the risk of investment, make it even for investor much more promising to invest. So they made a partnership, and I'm not going to go into the detail. I will make a separate video for this one. But the merit of this partnership is with Bet Split, is me as a person, I can go and invest in one of these properties, and I'm going to show you how you can recognize which one of these properties is part of that deal. And if something goes wrong, or they are not able to give you the return on investment, or let's say for example they defaulted, you are not only going to be having your loan secured only by that amount or by that specific house, and instead you will have a full list of houses that's owned by that company. All are involved. So if they cannot pay for one deal, now all of their properties are in trouble. So this gives actually more motive for the company to make sure they are able to do the deal properly. The other interesting information about this Bet Split deal that they are doing is, when I actually invest, I don't have to wait for the house to be sold. So usually when you invest with the Groundfloor, the only time you can get your whole money, principal plus return on investment, is when the house is sold. With this partnership, is actually they are not building these houses or fixing them up just in order to sell it out. Instead, they are actually going to rent it. So the moment they are done, they're going to go to the bank, they're going to get a 30 years loan So you get, as an investor, paid the time they get that loan, which is really good information. So you don't have to worry about, the house stay in the market for months. Again, as I highlighted, the market is not always predictable. Despite of the market for real estate today is on fire, and we hope it always be. Sometimes the market also goes down and it have some difficulties. So this sounds a very promising thing. I'm personally interested to invest in this type of property. Now, before I move to the platform itself, one last thing I forgot to highlight is I'm putting my affiliated link here of Wealthy Panda. If you decided to actually use this link, you will earn $10 sign up bonus when you invest $10 or more in the platform. Now, it's an affiliate link, so we will earn a little bit out there to support the channel, but you also get a chance to get a sign up bonus that you wouldn't get otherwise. Now let's jump into the platform, show you how to pick up the deal, and hopefully, if this sounds promising, you can go ahead and invest with Groundfloor. Okay, so once you go ahead and sign up in a Groundfloor and you will be able to log in, this is what you're gonna see. Now, one thing I want to highlight: you cannot actually invest in a Groundfloor until you actually send money in. So I cannot just choose one of these properties, say I want to invest $50, and then I can go ahead and invest. Instead, I actually have to send a deposit to Groundfloor. It doesn't matter, it can be $10 or more. And once the money became available, I can actually go ahead and invest in. So right now I have $20. If I want to invest anything more, I'm gonna have to make a deposit, and it will probably take me a few business days. So keep that in mind. Now, I already have few investment. I'm going to show you what I have, but I want to start by the platform itself and show you what to expect. Now, these below here, you can see the available properties, the companies that are providing them, the location, how much return on investment, how many months until the maturity of that amount if you are going to invest, the percentage of the valuation. So how much is the loan goes toward the valuation after they fix the house. So they are looking at the future value of the house based on the appraisal, and how much the loan amount, and how much actually they are still left for people to invest in one of these. Now I can go ahead and I guess sort it anyway. So I'm going to sort it by the one with the minimum amount, minimum months left. And the reason I'm doing this, so I want to see which one, if I invest in today, I can get my return on investment fast. I'm going to start with the first one here. Okay, so yes, I am logged in. Okay, now this is one of the properties. It's showing me that the return on investment is 10%. The project overall time was supposed to be 6 months. Some of the information here: if you are investing today, you are not getting your money back until the project is completed. So that's gonna make sense. I look for a few factors important here. How much money is the company that's borrowing is actually investing? So if I'm a construction company that I'm going to buy the house and fix it, how much of their own money is invested? In this case, they only have $3K. I don't really feel comfortable playing with a company that's not putting enough skin in the game for me. You can also see here some of the information about the location, borrower experience in case they borrowed before, how did this one go for them. Now, there's a bunch of information here. I don't want to go on them. I don't really find them my biggest concern, but I want to go to the section here below about the borrower summary. So technically, I'm giving money to this company to invest. It's very important for me to know, is this company doing well? Can I trust them on the long term? So this is the company. You can even look them up. When was they formed? What type of investment they usually focus on. Now, they have done a couple of investment in the Groundfloor, so they already have 2 funded loans. They have completed 2 projects. However, none of their project paid on time, which means they had to wait much longer than the time they promised people to return their money. For me, that's a concern. I'm looking definitely for companies that can return my money on time. So I'm gonna ignore this company. I'm gonna go back here. I'm going to check the next one. This company has 3.8. Again, you don't have to sort it by remaining time. It's really up to you what kind of category. So I'm going to open it in a new tab. And you can see also here in every one of these loans, there is actually a rating. You can see the majority are C's, but as you go a little bit down, here is an A. So these are classification or categorization based on Groundfloor. They are trying to see what grade should we give each of these loans. Ideally, the higher the rating, the better it is, but the return on investment will be lower. So I'm gonna go to this one. So this is a project actually have only 3 months left. Yes, if I loan them the money, I will, and God forbid they cannot pay back, I will still be first lion, which means they can have to pay me as an investor first. Now let's see how much skin in the game they have. They have 37k in the game. I like it, sounds promising. This is how much they expect this house will be worth after they are done. And in Chicago, they have a good borrower experience, good borrower commitment. But let's go down here, the important part as I highlighted for you. So the company DC Kelly, they formed just a couple of years ago, and that's okay. They have loans funded, 6 loans funded through Groundfloor. So they're doing a lot of projects. 3 of these projects are already completed, and the best part is they are paying people money on time. So I love this about this company. I'm comfortable investing with them, so I'm gonna tell them, hey guys, I love you, let's go ahead and invest $10 with you. So yeah, sure, I'm gonna invest $10. I authorize you guys, I agree to your term of service, and boom, now I invested with them $10. So my account, as you can see, lost $10. Now I'm gonna close this window, and I want to go back here, and I want to show you another type of investment, which is the bad split. So as I highlighted, you can read more about it, and I will make a dedicated video in order to highlight it for you. But I want to highlight the fact that if you invest with bad split, you are not, your collateral damages is not only one property, but as you can see, many houses, which is good information. We can click on any one of them, which actually make it also for me, if I invest in any of them, technically I'm having the same risk. 10% return on investment is considered very decent. They have some skin in the game, but not much. Let's go all the way down. They already have 2 completed project. Now, I am not seeing repayment on time, but this company haven't been around for long. As you can see, they are actually making them all different. So the information here seems to be a little bit off compared to other borrowers who have been around for a while. Loans rebate, so they already borrowed for 2 projects, and considering all of these projects belong to one company, which is the company that guarantee for them, it makes kind of sense why they looks like this. So they have like 18 loans right now. They give them the money in order to fix 18 houses. They already were able to get 2 of these houses completed, but they have not done the repayment just yet. And their average return for a project is 6 months. The one we are seeing right here are all 10 months, or a little bit more, I guess. So again, I see bad split is a good example. I personally want to invest in one of these. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come all the way here, and I'm gonna see how much they have remaining, and I'm gonna invest in one of their properties of that bad split that have the highest potential. So this company have 9.9 months. They only have 53k left and 10% return, and we see they have a decent number of investors. So let's go ahead and pick one of these. For example, they are all in Indiana. They all look similar. Let's open one of these and see how it look like. All right, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and invest in this one. They have 8k already in. If we go all down, we already, as I highlighted, all the information will look pretty much the same. So I'm gonna invest in this one just to see my experience with bad split. Are they gonna be able to deliver for me my money on time, and how this is gonna look like? So hey, go ahead and invest. And again, for me, because they are all secured by the same collateral damages, it doesn't really make a difference which one of these I'm investing in. So I'm gonna go ahead and invest my last $10, and now I'm all set. Now, one thing I want to highlight more for Groundfloor, so let's close all of these tabs, and I want to go to the summary tab. So if I come here, and let me refresh it so it reflects the investment I just made a few seconds ago. Okay, so this actually gives you a kind of summary of everything that you've done on here. So far it's showing that I have invested $50. My expected return on investment is 9.3% return on investment, and this is how much exactly they expect me to get return on my $50, which again, it's a small amount of money, but I invested a small amount of money as well. So, and I can see them here. So they are giving really good information as far as the summary. You can, if you have any repayment, it will show up here. Now, this is pretty much everything I want to show right now on the Groundfloor. Hopefully, maybe in 6 months or so, when I start getting some return on investment, I will make an update for this video. And stay tuned for my bad split partnership with the Groundfloor. I'm going to highlight the pros and cons of that partnership. Overall, I think it's an improvement, but it is not perfect just yet. If you guys like this video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are not a subscriber. Thank you very much, and stay tuned with Wealthy Panda.